Day 23 of 30 Deeds, 30 Days, and today we are at Gilda's Club. Now, a lot of you may know Gilda Radner became very, very famous in the 70s for her characters on Saturday Night Live. Well, unfortunately, she was stricken with cancer, so we're going to go inside and volunteer with them today.
So I always start here for a particular reason, and that's because I like to feel that when our members come in through our red door, which is a signature red door, that they now know they're entering a special community of cancer support. And this clubhouse, which is the founding clubhouse for Gilda's Club, was opened in 1995. And when they opened the clubhouse, two artists donated this mural. And if you look around, you'll see Gilda Radner and different characters: Rosanna Dana, Lisa Lutner. She wrote an autobiography called It's Always Something, which is a very funny book about her, and actually most importantly about how she found out she had cancer. And it takes you through her cancer experience with a lot of humor. And it ends actually right before she dies, and there's an afterword about how she died. And so one of the sad things about Gilda Radner is she was diagnosed in about 1987, and she's trying to get pregnant, and she's going from doctor to doctor trying to find out why she wasn't feeling well. When they finally found out, it had really spread quite a bit, and so she was really not at a point where recovery was real, was trying to treat it, and so then, she died. And she had psychosocial group therapy, and she really felt that it was a real benefit for her, and her psychotherapist was Joanna Bull. So when she died, Joanna Bull went to Gene Wilder and said, I'd really like to found an organization that provides this same kind of psychosocial community for people living with cancer. And he worked with her and a bunch of other celebrities, and they raised money, and they called it Gilda's Club. And they bought this building and opened it in 1995. And so that's when this organization first started. And
that was the liftoff, right there. Right. That was it.
Exactly.
It was the very beginning.
That was the very beginning of Gilda's Club. Now, our program is entirely free to our members.
Not a penny.
Not a penny. Nothing.
Wow.
The only thing they have to do in order to become a member is they have to go to a new member meeting to find out what we do and how we can help them. And 99% of the people who attend a new member meeting say, yes, I want to be a Gilda's Club member. And then they have to have a one-on-one interview with a social worker.
So what percentage of people make their way into the club after that screening?
99%.
Really?
It's very, very rare that we say to someone, you're not the right person.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It's really rare. And so what our members, so what happens is online on our website, there's a calendar every month, and it gets emailed to our members. And what's really important about these workshops, especially all the classes, is that they're done by volunteers who are experts in their field, and they're giving up their time because they want to give back to us. So we have an art teacher doing art classes. We have a yoga class, a teacher giving yoga classes. We have someone who specializes in stress reduction doing either guided meditation or other forms of meditation. So everything is really based on, the experts who want to donate their time, and it's pretty incredible when you think we have about 150 volunteers.
Oh, wow.
Who help us. So
that's just here.
Yeah, and having you here is just another way we can show you how you can get involved.
I can teach people how to hit play on a CD player
right.
Any day of the week.
Okay.
No, I can do that. Can I hang on to this?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
I'm gonna keep this. So I'm coming to laughter yoga.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
So here's just some of the artwork that our members in the art group actually have made themselves. This one is particularly interesting because
I like this one.
I know, she's no longer with us.
Oh.
And one of the reasons she did this is she was economically challenged. She's from an underserved community, she's low income. And what she's trying to say here is that, what are you worth? Because if you don't have a lot of money, your treatment is going to be different.
Yeah.
And which is true, the people who are in underserved communities do not get treated the same way in medical institutions as do people who have money or insurance.
It's a shame that it can't all be equal.
I know, it is. It's really terrible. And now I'm going to take you down to Noogie Land.
Noogie Land.
Right. So 50% of our members are diagnosed with cancer. The other remaining are living with someone or grieving the loss of someone with cancer. And 76% of our members are women.
Wow.
And it's not because we don't, it's just, I think the name Gilda Radner, and I also think that women are more interested in psychosocial support than men.
Men are tough.
Yeah, they don't like to.
We don't need it. We're too tough.
Exactly.
Yeah. We grunt a lot and scratch things too.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there.
So this is Noogie Land, and this is for our children. The kids come here, they either have a parent or a grandparent who has cancer, or they may have lost a parent to cancer. Now, support groups for children is a little bit different than adults. It's more about play. I mean,
Yeah.
It's facilitated by a licensed social worker. But the idea behind it is that the kids express their feelings and emotions by doing something fun.
Yeah.
You know, like tossing a ball or decorating cupcakes or making, you know, picture frames. You can see they've decorated the tiles. You know, we have a lot of activities that we do with them. We even, at one point, had funding for them to do their own play, which they did, and we videoed it. And
great.
they made their own set and wrote their script, and it was a lot of fun for them. The other thing that we do, this room also gets used for other groups, like there could be a Lance Armstrong support group for men that comes down here. The other thing, the kids are, you know, kids love to see what they do on the wall. So of course we have that bulletin board. They love to write their name, and this is our tree of hearts. And we just keep adding hearts as it gets filled up. And it always stays up here so kids can come back and always see that, you know, they made their mark.
Like this one's from 99.
Right.
98, 2001.
Right.
Oh, that's great. So you could essentially become an adult and have your own children
Right.
and be able to come back here and
Right.
say, look, you know, this place was really here for me back in 2001. You know, I came here and this is my little heart. That's
Right.
awesome.
Right.
Wow.
We list all of our events, and in fact, this is what's happening today.
Tea time.
Right.
Light refreshments will be provided.
Incest. And then here you.
Look at that.
Right. 30. Yeah.
You're so
right.
sweet. Thank you
yeah.
for putting that there.
And you can see, you know, the yogas we're talking about. We have Tula yoga, laughter yoga, yin yang yoga. I mean, we have, and it really is all because these volunteers come to us and say they want to do this, and so we say, okay.
That's
we
great.
screen
Using
them.
what they do
Right.
to help and give back. That's
Right.
awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So, you know, we do all of this for free. And so where do we get the money from, right?
Yeah.
So we get the money from pharmaceutical companies, from some foundations, very little from the city, and private donations. But 55% of our money comes from events.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have 2 events, our gala, and this year's our 15th anniversary gala. So it's in November, and then we have another luncheon that we just introduced, which is celebrating women working and living with cancer. And that luncheon is really dedicated to the working women who live with cancer, who are either diagnosed with cancer or are living with someone with cancer. Okay? Okay, all right.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, all right, take care. I'll be right back.
Okay,
Okay, what are we doing?
so we have our benefit gala on November 18th.
Yep.
So there's an invitation with all the particulars. And so what I did was I made up some sheets for you. So like, we'd like to get hang gliding lessons and, you know, just kind of off the wall things. So you know, these are all cold calls really for us.
Yeah.
We haven't really reached out to them yet. You know, I've left some blank ones there. I don't know if you have any.
If I got any
If you have
contacts
any
of my own that I
contacts
want to
that you want to badger.
squeeze my contacts in.
And say, gee willy winkies.
Yeah, we
Gilda's
could
Club is
use
a
some
great
stuff.
organization.
Yeah, if you could help out, that'd be great.
So
Okay, yeah, we'll
there's
see what we
some
can do.
blank
We'll try and score some big ones.
All right, that would be cool.
My volunteer assignment today is to cold call some organizations and businesses in the area to get them to donate stuff for the silent auction for the big gala that they're having on November 18th. So I got to put on my salesman hat and call up some people and see if we can have them pony up some free stuff. roll my sleeves up, get to work. There's a voicemail, and the guy, the voice on the voice recording listed off all of the different places in which they are all at right now at this moment, and why we can't get in touch with them. One of them is in Utah on vacation. Thank you for your very descriptive, outgoing message. So now I know he's in Utah. All right, another phone call.
In my group, breast cancer, times that I walked home from group going, why am I going to this group?
It just depresses you.
It's like, really, leave me alone, you know?
Yeah.
But I was there the next week. It's time to go. You just do.
Yeah, I mean, well, you find something to bond over. I mean, you find that common ground.
When I was much younger, you didn't, I mean, when I was a kid, it wasn't called cancer. It was C. I'm not sure.
C.
Did you experience
The
that?
big C.
You didn't
Really?
you didn't say the word cancer.
It was a dirty word.
Yeah, it was, and you didn't. And if somebody in your family got it or somebody close, you didn't acknowledge it either. And my mom, unfortunately, kind of felt that way. She wouldn't want to talk about it too much because it used to be something you were ashamed of.
Yeah.
So I think this place totally, for me anyway, normalizes it. I mean, would you say that? I mean, because you were both in wellness groups.
Well, I'm a survivor, and I'm one of those people that you were talking about. That how could you even think about making a decision to put all those toxins in your body more than once?
And you did it.
And I did it, and
God bless you.
thank you.
It's a tough decision.
It's a tough decision, and you know, after I was first diagnosed and was given the choice, pretty much have chemo or your life is going to be pretty short.
Yeah.
You know, I reluctantly, but more quickly made the decision, let's go for the chemo. When I came back again, I didn't as quickly say, all right, let's do this, because
hold on,
I
I need a little bit
knew
more time.
what I was in for. I knew what I was in for, but still I decided to do it again. And then when I came back again,
Oh my
Third
God,
time.
A third time.
You are a fighter. Wow.
Were they
I
giving
did
you
it
the same
again.
chemo
So
each
I've
time?
had 3 cycles of chemo. So, but you know, I'm here today, whereas many people that I met that were diagnosed around the same time that I was are not. So yes, it was very hard. And you know, after I went through the chemo the first time, I even said out loud to other people, I don't think I could ever do that again. But when it's presented to you, you really don't know what choice you'll make.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what choice I would make if I was present. I can't. Seeing what my mom went through, I don't know if I could make that decision right now. But I mean, it's a whole different set of circumstances when you're staring at, when you literally are making a life and death decision. You know, it's totally different. I just really learned about Gilda's Club today. I mean, really. I mean, I knew the name, I knew the principal, things like that. But meeting you, walking in the rooms, just walking in this building, as you know, as an outsider, somebody who hasn't used the resources of Gilda's Club, just walking into the lobby, I felt at home. You know, and so this must be a tremendous resource for you guys.
I was just putting one foot in front of the other and getting through the day. I just wasn't thinking, I was feeling, I just wasn't in touch with those feelings. I was just very mechanical.
I counted down my treatments as a way to get through them.
Day 23 of 30 Deeds, 30 Days, all done. It was a touching, inspirational, great day at Gilda's Club of New York City. I really recommend anyone who has been touched by cancer in any way, whether it be a family member, a neighbor, a friend, yourself, to look into Gilda's Club. What a tremendous organization, and everyone there was really just an inspiration to me. So, Gilda's Club, New York City, Day 23, 30 Deeds, 30 Days. I'll see you tomorrow.